Hi, welcome to Pictures, Noise and Words. I'm Hedgy.
And I'm Paz.
And this is Victory, a song called Gods of Tomorrow, which is off the album Gods of Tomorrow.
It says cut to the bone there.
It's off the album Cut to the Bone.
But it says Gods of Tomorrow. But we put Gods of Tomorrow into the Google search, and that's what came up.
I am very confused.
It may look like that. Right?
Okay, so here's what happened. So we looked up. So underneath this song, it says, taken from the album Gods of Tomorrow. For some reason, I thought that meant the album was called Gods of Tomorrow because it says the album's called Gods of Tomorrow and that the album is out November the 26th. So I Googled Victory, Gods of Tomorrow, got the album cover, didn't really look at it that closely. I was more looking at the artwork than the title of it, and it says Cut to the Bone.
Just look at your Google page there. Check it.
So off the album, possibly called Gods of Tomorrow.
It does say, yeah, picture Gods of Tomorrow.
Everything about this picture says it's called Gods of Tomorrow. Everything about it, the description underneath it, everything about it says Victory to release new studio album Gods of Tomorrow. Here's the picture. Cut to the Bone. It's either called Gods of Tomorrow, it's called Cut to the Bone. It's good job you noticed that because I just didn't notice. I just believe everything I read on the internet. Is that not right? Okay, well the song's definitely called Gods of Tomorrow. The album might be called Gods of Tomorrow. AFM Records need to pull their finger out and make sure things actually say the right things. AFM Records is not a label that tends to release stuff that I like. It tends to be a lot of sort of light rock. As I'm being polite there.
It's not in the same league as Frontier Records, but I like a couple of bands on AFM. Yeah.
However, in the last year, they seem to have released a few things that I like. I haven't heard this. I've done what I usually do and heard about 10 seconds of it and gone, eh. And I don't know whether you like this kind of music. That's the thing. So it'll be interesting to see. I haven't heard all this either, so I don't actually know if it's great or anything. But let's give it a blast. It's not the usual stuff you find on the channel. I think it's so. Victory, by the way, they're from Germany. They've been around a long time.
Gods of Tomorrow.
You noticed here, because
That cut to the bone.
it's Cut to the Bone, some song called Cut to the Bone. So I don't know, I have no idea what's going on here. So, it couldn't be any more straight down the middle, old-fashioned heavy metal. I think you have to be a certain age to sing and play. I don't know if you have to be a certain age to listen to it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I grew up on stuff like that. Probably don't listen to this kind of stuff much anymore, but yeah, I did enjoy it.
It's because it's quite obvious. You know when the solo's coming, and you know how it's going to go, and it has a very repeatable chorus that gets repeated. You know, and it I mean, in of itself, it's not about anything really. I'm sure it's about something, but it's just it just is what it is. And every now and again, I hear something like this, and for some reason, I just go, "Oh yeah, I really like that." Now, I'm pointing in the wrong place. I hadn't heard this up till just now, and this, I like it, but it's not. It doesn't. I don't go ooh sort of thing. So, but if there are people who are interested in stuff like this that's done really, really well. Sorry, Victory, I'm not saying you weren't. This wasn't done well. There is a band called Messiah's Kiss, which I think has only ever released 2 albums, and that was a while ago. And I'm pretty sure it was their first album. I've got it under the screen here. Was called Dragon Heart in 2007. So if you like this sort of thing and want to hear it like done just really, really well, go and look up Messiah's Kiss and an album called Dragon Heart. And Dragon Heart, the song itself, is a total rip-off of Painkiller by Judas Priest. But, I mean, like, totally a rip-off. But still, I like this stuff sometimes. I couldn't listen to it all of the time, but it's one of those, it's the type of stuff that if it comes on, if my iPod's on random and one of these songs comes on, I will enjoy it for the amount of time that it's there, sort of thing. But it's not a genre that I would go to. I wouldn't listen to a whole album of it in one go, kind of thing. But yeah, it's a. I guess it's one of those things where does this genre of music sit for? What is its audience? And is it the people who still have cut off denim jackets with patches on the back? Is it? Or is it just me that's moved away from the genre and there's still a great big following for it?
I think you've probably moved away from it. There is a huge. All the people who all the people who used to like this traditional classic metal is all still there. It's just that you don't listen to it anymore, and neither do I to a certain degree. But I have my moments. I like to what's that one? A band called Manimal, which I thoroughly enjoy. It just sounds like this,
right?
And I really enjoy it. But I think I've probably moved on and just want a little bit more, maybe pace, different types of riffs, singing. I do gravitate more towards female vocals because I haven't heard female vocals in metal for the same length of time I have male vocals, which is like 30 years.
Which is forever.
But this ticks all the right boxes, and I think there is quite a big audience for this who still want that classic metal sound. I mean, it didn't become huge for nothing, did it? I think
no.
Yeah.
And it does say underneath this, actually, legendary Victory's new single is a blazing power hard rock. And I thought, yeah, perhaps it's not so much metal, it's more hard rock.
No, it's metal.
Okay, it's metal.
Well, that's the thing. If you set this song back in the mid-80s, it's heavy metal.
Yeah. It's just that metal's got bigger and harsher and more extreme.
Because of that, it's considered hard rock, and I don't think this is. That was it's got all the
Yeah, they're not
traits
going to be
of.
playing it on the radio, are they? On the
No.
breakfast time radio or something.
It's got all the traits.
It'd be like,
of metal.
hey, let's rock. And it says, you know, classic sound and songwriting wrapped in an up-to-date production. Not sure how up-to-date the production was, because it still sounded. If you updated it too much, it would stop sounding like what it was supposed to be. But yeah, it's what, like I say, it's one of those genres. I like it, but it's not my genre. I just like it when a song comes along like this randomly, and I go, oh yeah, it's good that I like that. So but I can't put my finger on why. I cannot express my thoughts on this kind of stuff. I like it, but I almost shouldn't.
I say it
belongs in my past.
It works because all the ingredients are tried and tested ingredients, aren't they? And
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't tend to listen to this sort of straight up classic metal any very much anymore.
Well, whatever the album's called, whether it's called Cut to the Bone or whether it's actually called Gods of Tomorrow, is out at the end of November anyway. There you go. See you soon.
See you now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.